Alright guys, it's finally here, my new video. It's been a little over a month, I think, actually, since I last uploaded. And by the way, if you wanted to follow up on my last video, the Michael Myers sculpt that I did, I completely messed up doing the molding. I forgot that you needed to stand it up when you're molding it instead of lying it down, and it fused together. Turned out to be a disaster. So I'm going to have to redo that at some point. But anyway, onto this video, the video you clicked on, you know. This is my room, my collection stuff. I'll just call it my room because that's what it is. So to start here, I actually haven't gotten too many new things since the last one. Just wanted to say that first. But you know, it's set up differently. It's a completely different room, so that's why I'm doing a new video. Here is my latex Audrey 2. Not licensed as an Audrey 2, but that's obviously what it's based off of. I got a clay pot for it instead of the latex pot that it came in, and I put some fake leaves in it. There's my 25th anniversary Ghostface mask. It just took up space on the shelf, and I like the shelf with all my other Scream masks, and I didn't want it getting damaged, so I just put it back in the box and I have it on there. The COA is hanging up on my wall. We'll get to that later. This is actually a screen used item from Scooby-Doo 2? Wait, no. From the first Scooby-Doo. It's a Luna Ghost sippy cup. They're pretty easy to find. It's like $8 on eBay. You have the COA right there behind Spider-Man and Sherlock Holmes. Yeah, just a cool piece to have. Sorry, I just had a stroke. I've loved Scooby-Doo since I was really little, the movies. So I just thought it would be a cool piece to have. Like I said, Spider-Man from Spider-Man Homecoming, Sherlock Holmes. There's a chicken nugget I put Google eyes on, because why not? Scarecrow with some pumpkins, the Playmobil, Terror Dogs, there's one and the other one, as well as the proton packs. There's the ghost trap right there, the other proton pack and the PKE meter. There's my Papo Tyrannosaurus, the green variant, and my one-of-a-kind custom Scorpion figure. As far as I know, it's one of a kind. That's what the description on eBay said for it. I haven't seen any other ones, but they're not really, it's not really sought after, because I'm pretty sure it's a custom figure and not a licensed one. Here, I'll try to get the glare out of there. Here's my golden ticket replica. And then down here I have my Wonka bar replica. I wish the Wonka bar itself was just a little wider so that the aluminum foil would stick out the side more, like that much on both sides. But if you have the cards centered, it barely sticks out. Yeah, that's just one minor thing. I do really like this. There's my Sarah Connor photo and the NES RoboCop. All of my movies are in alphabetical order now instead of being random. I have a box of nails there for some reason, and a screw. If you care enough to pause and look at what all of these are, you can, but you'll probably have a hard time reading them anyway. And I have some movies down here. One of my favorite movies of all time. No, I'm just kidding. It is a good movie, though. Good childhood movie. Here's my Skeletor skull staff right here. I don't remember if I mentioned it in the first video you saw this in, but I wanted one of these since I was really little. I saw one somewhere, I don't even remember where, but I saw it and I really wanted it, and I finally found a good deal on one. It was new in its package. So I picked it up, made a hanger for it, and there it is. Oh, also here I have the packaging for all my Aliens and Predators, the Kenner ones. A couple of the packages aren't hanging up because they're either the same exact packaging, just different figures came in them, or I don't really like the artwork on them. Here's my power loader with Lieutenant Ripley in there. My Creepshow comic book, I really love this. I'm very happy to have that. Spider-Man web shooters. By the way, sorry if the lighting in here is bad. I'm filming this kind of late at night just because I finally got the floor clean in here. And I really won't have time tomorrow because I'm probably going to be filming other stuff all day for another channel. Here's my DeLorean by Diamond Select. And the Playmobil Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Eventually I want to get the Playmobil Ecto 1 so I can have that with my DeLorean. Here's Mechagodzilla, a 96. Was Terminator 2 93 or was Jurassic Park 93? Whichever your Jurassic Park is from. The Stegosaurus. There's Godzilla. The Kenner Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. That's just a generic Triceratops figure. The Jurassic World Velociraptor, I think that one's Echo. No, that one's Delta. Destroya, the Queen Facehugger by Kenner, and the Kenner Velociraptor. Here's a Trick or Treat Studios Halloween 2 knife, because the replica that I originally made broke. My Buck 120, a paper boat. This is gold right here. This was on a desk at my school. I thought it was the funniest thing ever. There's the Clan Leader Predator. I don't really like this Predator figure, honestly. I only have it on a shelf because the tendrils here break very easily. And I don't want it getting damaged. There's Pete Venkman. I forgot what company did this. I know Diamond Select has the licensing now. I think this one might have been by... I don't know if Matty Collector is the same as Mattel. It might be. If they are different things, it's Matty Collector though. There's a Night Storm Predator. There's a Gargoyle, Egon, the Arachnid Alien, Race Dance. I do have Winston, but he's the Ghostbusters 2 Winston. And he would just look weird with all the other Ghostbusters from the first movie, so that's why I don't have him out. Also, I don't know what bin I put him in. For some reason, he ended up in a different bin from all the other ones. There's the Predator Blade Fighter and Beetlejuice. That's the Showtime Beetlejuice body with the head from Spin Time Beetlejuice, or Spinhead Beetlejuice, I think. All of my NECA figures. A lot of them are Ultimates. I really like the ones that I pose. That was almost a disaster. I made it fall multiple times instead of just once, but didn't land as hard in the end. Anyways, I was saying I like figures that I kind of pose in like action positions like this. I normally have to glue them down to the base though, as you might be able to see there. Yeah, I forgot the Jason figure is kind of tall. He has a tight fit in there. Then all of my Kenner aliens are out. The two Predators you saw earlier are the only ones I have out, just because the other ones don't really stand too well. Yeah, Scorpion alien, Warrior alien, Queen alien, Night Cougar, Gorilla, Wild Boar, and Bull alien. Here's my NECA Jungle Hunter Predator. He wouldn't fit on the shelf with all my other NECA figures, so I have him up here. Same case with the alien, it wouldn't fit. There's a 1/6 scale Darth Vader. Some of my Star Wars figures. Here's the packaging for the Blade Fighter and Power Loader. 1/6 scale First Order Stormtrooper. There's the Ultimate Predator, and 1/6 Rey and BB-8. Give you a better look at some of the packaging. So then that brings us to this shelf. I have my Part 7 hockey mask that I did. Some of the paint chipped on this side. I put a clear coat on it and everything. I scratched off the glossy paint, but it still chipped off for some reason. That's a bummer, but it's on the side, you don't really see much anyway. Here's my gold hood Scream mask replica. A Ultra that I painted pinkish magenta color. Some of the paint chipped there too. I can touch that up pretty easily though. There's my Scream 4 reshoot. My Scream 3 original run. RDS from Scream 2, and then there's a KNB that I made. Then the Trick or Treat Studios Elrod mask. Trick or Treat Studios child size Halloween 2 mask. The Halloween 3 trio all Trick or Treat Studios ones. Which, to be honest, I wish I hadn't researched the original Don Post Halloween 3 masks more, because after knowing more about them and getting a better look at what the originals looked like, I honestly am not the biggest fan of the Trick or Treat Studios ones. The skull one has a very good sculpt and paint job, but it's not vinyl like the original, so the shape doesn't hold as well. The color of the witch is too bright, and the pumpkin isn't round enough, and it's way too bright orange. If you look at pictures of the originals, you'll know what I'm talking about. They were very, like, not very glossy or bright colors at all. Then the Ruby's Halloween 4 mask. Here's a part 5 that I did, and a part 3 that I did. I guess I'm over here. Here are all my clue weapons. I do have a video going over all of these individually. These are all the same maker model weapons used in the movie, so it's not just any old wrench, it's the same maker model wrench from the movie. And actually going on to the Trick or Treat Studios Crate Beast here, which I actually did a custom display base for. I was trying to make it look like at the very end of the short story when he breaks out of the crate in Ryder's Quarry. This is supposed to look like a piece that broke off of the crate in that scene. But yeah, the scene when Charlie Garrison grabs a monkey wrench to go and investigate the crate under the stairs, there's one shot where you get a really good look at the wrench, and I paused it and I actually screen matched it, and it is this wrench. So this is not only the same maker model wrench used in Clue, but also in Creepshow. Here's my Brandon James fiberglass mask. I almost called it a hockey mask. By Nightmare Fuel Studios. I repainted it myself just to make it look a little more like Season 2. I wish I did a little better of a job, but for the most part I'm pretty happy with it. And there's Wilson, because I don't have anything. I don't have a better spot to put him at the moment. Yeah, there's all that. Eventually I want to redo this. This isn't even finished, but eventually I want to get like real gun grips that's used on the model gun. Maybe the real barrel, or not barrel, cylinder, the real hammer, real trigger and trigger guard, and then just have the barrel of the gun and like the base of the gun made out of wood. There's just a Trick or Treat basket. Then here's a Freddy Krueger mask that I stuffed and put acrylic eyes in. I set it up with a sweater and a hat to kind of make a bust. It doesn't look amazing, but you know, it's probably one of the best Freddy Krueger masks I've ever seen, like mass produced wise. Paint's very accurate, the sculpt is very good. It's actually the same price as the really crappy looking Ruby's mask. It's the same price. This was $30 and so is the Ruby's one. So if you have $30 to spend on a Freddy mask, get this one instead of the Ruby's. The fedora was just a $3 one from Walmart. I thought it was a little more accurate than the you know, licensed Freddy Krueger hats that you can get. Here's a Scream bust. I kind of based the way I positioned the hood and everything is supposed to look more like Scream 1, but the only Scream 1 mask I have is the KNB there, which doesn't look amazing on this bust. So I just put a Scream 3 mask on it because I have the same one tagged. We'll get to that later. Then here's an original concept hockey mask that I did. I tried to put elements from each movie into this one. I'm pretty happy with how it came out. And actually, this is another Freddy Krueger mask, not the very crappy one that I was referring to earlier. It looks even less like Freddy Krueger than the other one, but it's thicker latex. It really didn't look like Freddy Krueger, so I sprayed it gray with Plasti Dip and use it for Jason now. Oh yeah, and posters. There's the Terminator, Force Awakens, Back to the Future, Halloween. There's just some random stuff here. Nothing most people would be interested in because it's not really horror related. That scarecrow used to scare me when I was little, so I like it now. That's the only reason that's there. There's my Scream the Series posters. And I just got a low battery warning, so hopefully we can finish this video without having to cut it at all. There's my radio. I do actually listen to music on a radio with CDs instead of phones because the speakers on phones are terrible. Got to find a place for this still. My Scream vinyl. Here's Bingo Bear with a knife and Bubba. I don't know why I have them. I just have them because why not? And then there's a tagged Ultra. There's a pink tagged Asus, which is the one that's on the bust over there. I believe 2010 zombie, I believe. Or no, that would be a 2011 because of the tag. A collector's edition zombie, a deluxe hood ultra white, and a bleeding Scream the Series mask. There's a Friday the 13th painting I did. I also have a Scream one down there. Here's a Clue poster, Stab. There's the COA for the 25th anniversary Scream mask. Stranger Things poster, if I can get rid of that glare. A Fright Night vinyl. Michael Jackson Off the Wall. Michael Jackson Thriller. And then that's just the sleeve for the Scream vinyl we saw just a minute ago. I also forgot to show, here's my Part 6 hockey mask that I did, and my Part 4. And I believe this is actually the last bit, so hopefully I can get this done. Here's my Star Wars figures. There's the Luke Skywalker, the Rogue One figures, and then all the Force Awakens figures. Yeah, the lighting probably just got really bad over here. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's pretty much my room. I still have to do some finishing touches. There's actually still a lot of stuff upstairs in my old room. I have to sort through it. I'm probably going to throw a lot of it out or save some stuff that I might be able to trade, but for the most part, that's it. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Alright guys, there's actually one thing that I forgot to mention. Me and my friends have a channel that we do skits on, and if you're interested in, all this stuff that I normally have on this channel, then you probably won't be interested in the stuff we normally do on that channel because they're all goofy skits. They're not serious at all. But on Halloween we're going to be doing a spoof of It. So if you enjoyed that movie, or if you just enjoy horror movie spoofs in general, there will be a link to that channel in the description below, so you can check that out on Halloween. If you want to, you can look at other videos, but like I said, if you're on this channel for all this stuff, probably aren't going to spend too much time on that channel, but hopefully you enjoy it anyway. I'm probably going to be playing Pennywise, so that might be something to look forward to. Maybe, maybe not. Depends on how much you like me. But anyway, one last time for real now, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.